Pain is seeping out, demons taking center stage. Spirits in the crowd, are you not entertained? This world has its way of bringing me to my knees. I don't know which way will put me back on my feet. What's best for me, my day.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to another stream. Tonight we're continuing our playthrough of Bastion. We started last night. I think we put about 2 hours into it last night. I don't remember exactly how long the game is. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while since I actually played it. I mean, the plan is, you know, when we beat this, we'll move on to Transistor. I looked up Supergiant Games, like the games they've developed, and it's only been 4 of them. Bastion, which we're playing. Transistor. Let me see if I remember. Bastion in 2011. Transistor, I think, in 2014. Pyre, I think that was 2017, maybe? And then the last one was Hades. And I think that was like 2020. And still undecided on whether we're going to play Pyre or not. I mean, heck, we have to get through this one, then get through Transistor. So, got plenty of time to decide. Let's see, let's pick up where we left off last night. Yeah, I don't think we looked at these game modes. You got normal, obviously. You got the no sweat mode. You start a new game with unlimited chances to carry on if defeated. For less experienced players of all ages. No, some achievements cannot be earned in this mode. Maybe like what? Like easy mode, I suppose. You got the new game plus. Start a new game with all structures, spirits, and items unlocked, plus all weapons and XP from the last game. Score attack mode. Start a new game with all structures, spirits, and items unlocked, plus repeatable areas and a scoring system. So it's got a decent amount of replay value. And I think we, yeah, I'd like to say, my face. Let's see. Yeah, so we have, I think we have all the areas for the structures unlocked. We just have one more left to build. And I think we chose to save the shrine for last.
Come on, give the little tyke a break.
Alright, let's see. So we do have some new training ground things. We did that one. I think we got what, like the 3rd place or something like that. Kind of a tricky one because you have to use nothing but your shield to defeat the enemies. So you gotta have some good timing with that one. Let's see, we got. Did we try that one? I do not recall. Well, we may have, because we've not tried this one or that one. And you can see the way the that graphics at the bottom of it.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then. That's the scrapyard, where folks got to smash things and call it community service. That's Zolwood Grove, a nice quiet place to show a musket a good time. Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
Yeah, so like I said, whenever you get first place, you get something like this. All it is like a new special ability for the weapon that you're using here. Okay, so you got to destroy all of these. Let's go.
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries.
I think this is one of those where you have to upgrade it first. If you really want to get in.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
That means upgrade.
They kept on training until they mastered those muskets.
And man, we got the 3rd prize. Shots fired 30. Next one, 22 shots or fewer. So let's try this one.
The orchard grew over so quick, the marshals made it worth clearing out.
Oh. I think they wouldn't drop you. Okay. Let me get these off the edge. We were close. I'm thinking. Let's see. So, I mean, the musket has knockback to it. You know, obviously, because you got knock these off the edge. But it seems like the further you are from it, in fire, the less distance the objects get knocked back. But if you're close, yeah, like that, see? Not 15, that's
Best of the best. Clear the course in just a few shots.
nice. What we got? Something foul. Don't have the weapon yet, though. It's a rag smothered in cauldron's ash, highly volatile. This rank-smelling fuel lasts long and burns clean. Okay, let's see. So we don't have the weapon for that one. Or that one. Or that. Or that. Yeah, so the key to that one is to get close to them. That way you got a stronger knockback to knock them off the edge.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
Let's see what that was. A scrap salvo. A relentless series of blasts that overcompensates for the musket's slow rate of fire. Only once did the marshals resort to this technique in the days following the war. I do like that musket, though.
Kid's ready to get real personal with hammer and musket in hand.
Alright, do we want rifled barrel? Increases their range, but also halves their spread. Or do we want smoothbore barrel? Increases their spread by 35%, but reduces their range by 15%. Trying to me, it feels like I'm trying to go for like the like a close range build because I'm using the hammer.
You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
All right, second one here. Do we want heavy shells? 15% damage. See, it's munition cartridges filled with sharp, hard-packed alloy scrap. Or do we want impact shells? Shots cause greater knockback. I think the damage.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire. It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
Okay, that's for that. Breaker's bow, war machete, bang repeater. And we'll eventually buy all that stuff. Just want to get our things we're currently using upgraded. Okay, we can either upgrade our musket, or our hammer. Okay, so with the hammer, it's going to cost 500. We have 908. We can do the extended grip. Let's see, it's a focus attack. The focus defend for a few moments using the bullhead shield, then attack. Okay, or reverse grip. Uppercut attacks cause knockback. I wonder how that will be, because our musket does knockback. Then if our hammer does knockback as well.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Okay, so this next one will be either, I mean, we only have 408, we need 800 so. But it'll be either tactical stock, reduced penalty to long range damage, a custom stock that enhances the musket's performance across its effective range, or assault stock, plus 33% faster reload. A military grade stock designed to reduce downtime between blasts. Okay, so let's go check out the scrapyard. I mean, it doesn't forward the story any, but it's one of those training
The
ground
city's
things.
unwanted things all met their end in the yard. Folks who fouled up will do their
Face
time
first.
here, smashing things to bits.
Quickly destroy 100 objects.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Working the yard did have its risks. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. Had to work real fast for the finest prize.
$40 seconds or less. So if we equip the spinning attack, can we use that here? Let's go find out.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
It's this one.
Kid pays another visit to the scrapyard for old time's sake.
Yes, we do. And the answer is no.
Worked too slow and all you got was a sore back.
I was kind of hoping that where that's like the hammer ability that you could actually
Some
use
folks
it here.
invested their earnings to forge even better hammers.
Hey, 40 seconds or less. We got 40 seconds. You son of a... Okay, so this is going to go. All right.
Always plenty there for smashing.
Doesn't help when it goes right through stuff. It doesn't.
A good day's smashing can feed a family for a week.
Okay, so what's next then? 27 seconds or less. I'll just wait till we do some more upgrading on it. Okay, so we'll go here. Get another core.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the Calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid.
Still kill him anyway.
Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
So you have to wait till that thing gets really close to you for you to walk.
Weepin' Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off.
Now the musket's not very
They try to
good
slow
at
her down.
taking out turrets.
They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there.
Oh, good. Here we go. Look at this bowl. Ish.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They've been watching his every move.
Wait, birds.
They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weeping Nellie raring to go.
Oh, we got turks on our side now.
Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbag's getting even better out here. They aim to smash Weeping Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie.
Oh,
She's just got to make one last stop.
one last crash.
With the last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in pecker country. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid.
Oh,
Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? Not even once. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
you think that with all the times we fell on our face that we would learn how to, practice landing on our feet?
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff.
Well, stay away from those.
The other kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
I'm not totally sure what happened that first time. Try to listen to that singing. Well, I can't make out everything what the song says, though, so... Yeah. something over there, though. Makes the decision which way to go much easier.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Top-bound journal. See, a memento. A worn book handwritten in traditional Ur script. Amid the scrawled notes, the book contains various indescribable scientific diagrams, drawings, and mathematical formulas.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
Another person.
Those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before two.
Yeah, on a side note here, if you have played Hades, so, and you know how good the music is in that, this just shows you that they've been doing it ever since the first game.
Gonna fly. Gonna build that wall.
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Ask about the journal from Zia? Zia? Zia. Can you read any of this? Do these charts and formulas mean anything to you?
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away.
Ask Zolf about the journal from Zia's campgrounds. What do you make of these drawings and diagrams? Isn't this written in your native
A
language?
scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Let's see, talk to Z about the ancient spices from the melting pot. Eating this stuff was like a rite of passage in the city. Did the Ura like it?
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
So Zia, we were right the first time. Offer Zia the bronze spyglass from the sundown path. Not much to see out there beyond the bastion, but maybe you'll find something.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
Ask Z about the Marshal's badge from Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshals ever give you any trouble? You seem worried whenever you see this badge.
Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they?
Ask Z about the journal from her campgrounds. Additional Ura script was outlawed in the city. Is this your handwriting?
So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Okay, so she can't read it, even though she's Ura. But Zulf could. Okay, so the next upgrade for the hammer will be either alloy shaft, 50% damage, or craftsman shaft, 100% the critical hit damage. Okay, Breaker's Bow right now we have 25% draw speed and 50% damage. Next one, we can either get 25% draw speed. So I mean that'll, if we get that, make it 50%. So, or plus 2 target penetrations per shot.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one cord left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Gotta pet the squirt. Last shrine.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are supposed to help. Some not, like this one. It's Pith, the god of commotion and order. Now, if you choose to take that one, bow shall grow quicker to move and to strike. It's a new one. A Kobe, goddess of oath and abandon. No one bound the chastened maid save for herself. Her shackles are her own design. Bow shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat. I don't think I ever used any of these. Could be wrong though. Like I said, it's been a few years. It kind of sounds like maybe when you defeat a foe, they might explode. Because foe shall have vengeance in the throes of defeat.
He ain't all that shy. Sometimes a single look says it all. Kid says hello, but Zulf's lost in thought. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
You're at the wild outskirts. An expeditionary team aimed to use it to tame these lands, but went missing.
That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
Dueling pistols.
Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
I need my bowl back.
Wallflowers survived the Calamity. It toughened him up. Same goes for the kid.
Nice big skull.
By now, kid's got more needles in him than a stab weed.
Oh, okay. I think it's at the memorial where you collect that. It's basically just like a little, it's basically just like numerous quests that you can finish. I think we only finish like one or two of them. That will deliver a single crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage.
Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
Okay, dual range weapons. Variable fire rate limited by the user's own speed. Small enough to be used in pairs, these pistols grew in popularity beyond the walls as Ura ambushes mounted. My bow back.
Kid sticks to his old standbys. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far.
Something greasy. Two of those. It's for the pistols.
Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion.
What the hell?
Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here. Pow gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine.
Ready?
Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
Those things, let's see what they were shooting at.
Wild green vine apples about the only good thing out here. The wild's already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back.
Wow. Back up here real fast.
Hardly any signs of the old Jawson camp. Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the Calamity. Be seeing plenty more. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The Calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Betrayal. Fracture Monument. Evidence of Zolf's rage against the Bastion. Something brought out a flash of violence in the man. He attacked Rux and severely damaged the monument, then fled in anger. Yeah, here's what I'll talk about the memorial. Like, we get 500 of the currency.
The Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only two of us.
Always check the lost and found for any mementos that you can buy. I mean, they're not really necessary, but it does help with the backstory, though, because you can actually talk to the people at Bastion about them. We've already bought some from here. Now we can buy idols. Bow shall strike with greater ferocity. No! Jevel. bows shall gain resilience to physical harm. No! Hey, from what I can see now, it looks like the spirits, as they call them, those are your benefits. They're in green. And it's, you equip them at the distillery. And then it just looks like the idols are just boons. I mean, not boons, but bad stuff. Okay, so we have 1,331. Let's see. Not too worried about this right now, because that's for the Fang Repeater. And the other one's for the War Machete. Not using those right now, so I'm not really care about it. Let's see. There's the pistols. Look at these. +4 ammo capacity. Oversized firing cylinders. Minimize time spent reloading. Maximize time spent shooting. Bullet scatter eliminated. Vacuum sealed firing cylinders provide superior accuracy with every shot. See, we are using the breaker's bow and the hammer. $750 for the hammer. I think it was $800 for this one. Oh, what the heck was I thinking about? That? What was that one I was thinking about? Let's see. Okay, so...
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. And that's a strong spine.
Alright, so on the hammer now, we've chosen... Actually, we got 100% extra damage. The first one was the sledge head, and this one was the alloy shaft. I don't know, I guess I don't really care about crit. I mean, maybe if that gave like a higher crit chance, perhaps? Okay, so we got 581, we need 675. See, ask about the altercation with Zulf. Are you hurt? What happened back there?
Zulf cursed the city. Cursed the Bastion. Cursed me. Said he was going home.
Ask Z about the altercation with Zulf. Are you alright? What exactly did Zulf do?
When Zulf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zulf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Yeah, I don't remember if you actually find any more of these when you're out exploring, or if you just buy from the lost and found. I'm looking at that now, I'm thinking about is Hades.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Okay, so there's a new one for the pistols. Slinger range. Bounty hunters longing to explore the wild unknown were wise to train here first.
Slinger range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
The other one... Well, this one. Dawson Bog. There is somewhere in this fetid, overgrown marsh known for driving men mad.
The less said about Dawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Let's go check this out first. Again, doesn't have anything to do with the story, but it's
You
something
have to
new to
think
look at.
fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Well, we're kind of slow with ours though, because we've not upgraded it. Take a look around here. Okay. Go destroy the target.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge. The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Okay, we got a score of 30. What do we need next, though? Score of 500 or more. Sheesh. Oh, the pistols are pretty weak before you upgrade them, though.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the Calamity. Never could ask for a song. What else is there to say? After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Dawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
I do wonder what would be better, though, the hammer or using the machete. I mean, we do have 100% extra damage on the machete, but, or the hammer, but the machete is a lot quicker, though.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Can't be this easy, though.
shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
See, it's never that easy. Never.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Crap! Hey guys! Oh! I got me. Wish you had the musket. Don't like being looked at. They shy.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Yeah, I try to aim the bow until it does that little flash. That way it's at its most powerful. And
I'm Zolf of Liura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
it's friendly for now. That one. Too soon. Now, I know the squirt lure is like one of the first, well, was it the second? I think it was the second, maybe. So I think the whirlwind might have been the first one. But I still love it though. It's good to have a little extra help.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Caelandia's famous watering holes. The security Look at what he did to poor old Ronnie, the bartender. Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling.
Okay.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull.
Yeah, those are like the, let's see. Still have that in here. Right there. The plush pith.
The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole.
Oh, what the heck is that?
Disgusting things.
It's gotta kind of knock it down the size, though. Alright, look back.
Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's
Yikes.
bigger than the stories say.
Oh,
Bootlickers stick their nasty thorns into his heels. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
ah, yeah, there's that music.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, a kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Let's see what was over this way. Okay. Well, everything's refilled though. Yeah, we did gain a level.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers.
Here. Alright. Oh, wait, well, we can unlock 2 of them then. Now we're using the Squirt Cider, which is 10 max health, and the Bastion Bourbon, which is, I think, pretty awesome. Health tonics fully restore your health, and plus 2 health tonic capacity. Let's see what we got here. Hold on, I mean, we can... Go. What was lost and found? Let's see, you got... Automatically retaliate when injured. Plus 100% damage when counter blocking with the bullhead shield. Secret skills. Let's take that one. Alright. Plus, let's see, you get a 10% critical hit chance. Only active when full health, though. That one doesn't really help us in battle, but it should absorb those stray fragments. I guess, you know, that's a currency. Plus 1 chance to carry on with defeat it. Fire whiskey. Well, my thing about that, it's 100% critical hit chance, which is awesome. But active only when below 33% health. Okay, so let's go for Well L. And I guess Fetching Fizz. Wow.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Okay, let us upgrade the... Well, I mean, if we had the money, we have 3 of these. 325, we could do that. You got 650, and then 1,275. And as you can see, we're still missing things. Do we have something fancy? Don't have the weapon, though. Something foul. Something wrong. And something burnt. Let's go draw speed.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
Oh, no.
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Okay, well, let's see. Use the shard to upgrade the distillery. The true distillery grants access to potent spirits from the private reserve. Nice. The true arsenal grants access to the trapper snare, a powerful secret skill. The true forge grants access to 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking the full potential of each weapon. Grants access to new idols, to the most elusive members of the Pantheon. Access to a variety of new vigils in remembrance of the Calamity. So grants access to additional inventory, including new spirits.
You need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Damn tootin'. Alright, what we got here? We have something pointy. A strip of knife bark, aged to perfection. Feared and respected by blacksmiths and woodcutters. Okay. See, we have like one or two of these. Oh, I got some bull brandy. Ooh, 15% damage resistance. Can't afford it though. Vicious beverage brewed as an offering to Pith, known for promoting longevity and resistance to pain. Let's see. Okay, that was already here. That was a new one. I think that was already here. Yep. This is new. Greater Gimlet. Plus 5% chance to turn zealots after defeating a foe. Or turn zealous? While zealous gain plus 200% damage for 3 seconds. Oh, sensitive beverage with a mild chalky flavor. Brewed underground. Potent effects come and go unperiod. Oh, geez Louise. It only lasts 3 seconds though. It's only a 5% chance though. Wheat Jade. Gain some health by striking foes. Side effect. Minus 66% health tonic potency. Jeez Louise. Intense sour flavor. I love sour tasting things. Can't help it. Intense sour flavor known for its invigorating effects. Bitter taste lingers for hours. Minder Mead. Gain some health by counter-blocking with the Bullhead Shield. Filled with herbs and vitamins that promote wellness. Fragrant herbal bouquet. Okay, the idols. Can't really afford anything that good. I was actually hoping for some more mementos. Didn't see any though.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Got here Rothless Lagoon. Folktales say this is where the legendary Ankle Gator Queen resides.
Rothless Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Well, that's a good reason. I mean, who likes to be eaten?
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
Sneaky decoy. Huh. I don't like those birds, the big ones anyway. I can handle the small ones.
These beasts, they don't like company. Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
Can we go that way, or we can go... Okay then. This way.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
And she ate the shard, huh?
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Anything in the tall grass? Oh.
Most of those
Nasty.
peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
You walk? Yep.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Okay.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground.
Okay.
Seems the queen's running out of
Grass.
options.
I mean, we can always ignore those things, but
Still no sign of the shard.
look at that one. Sneaky decoy. Secret skill. A decoy kit that draws foes' attention, rendering its owner nearly invisible and setting up a critical strike. The brushers caught many a target unawares in this technique. Go. Don't go.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
Well, it's not like I was trying to. There we go. Oh boy. Water said run for it.
Queenie
Their
must have scared a
cases.
bunch of
Roll
beggars
for
out
it.
of hiding. Can't get hasty in a place like this.
Okay, let's see. Oh, she's trying to get the birds.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
Okay, it's a very large and heavy, and its occupant sounds to be alive. Ankle gators were thought to be extinct because their eggs took decades to hatch and were easy prey. The Calamity must have unearthed this one.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
What? No! I don't want to do that.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. He's got it. And now to finish her off. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed.
Get her, Squirts! Get her! Get her, Squirts!
And now he's made her mad.
It's not our fault.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
See you. I don't you always find it funny when you're doing like a boss battle. Then after you finally won, you just notice that you just kind of had your butt clenched the entire fight. Yeah.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
Hey. Oh, wait. A mailbox?
Still no mail. Go figure. Kid don't always care for fancy guns and things. A bow and pike will do just fine.
This one? No. This one? No. Hmm. What? There, go ahead. What is the upgrade material for the pike? There's a skill. Pike vault. Extras trick in which the wielder leaps into the sky to crash down on unsuspecting foes. The brushers adapted this maneuver from great war stories passed down from older generations. Let's see, certain weapon, war machete, certain weapon. Flame repeater, dueling pistol, certain weapon. Okay, something pointy. Yeah, I thought we got more than that. Let's see about the massive egg from Rothless Laguna. Do you think an eagle gator could be tamed?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Huh. Let's see, now we have we've got the squirt pit and an ankle gator pit. Fantastic. Let's see, ever seen anything like this
They
before?
said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Always forget that. Okay, okay, worry about that. Alright, well, actually, we do have enough for this one. Let's see, reinforced shaft plus 15% critical hit chance, a sturdy length of Zool wood that provides superior striking capability. A hollowed shaft plus 50% faster throw reload. A light pliable length of Zool wood perfectly balanced for throwing.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
I'm so torn though. I like the breaker's bow. It's just not very good against groups of enemies though. I mean, if I was going up against groups of enemies, I'd probably want the scrap musket. For this weapon, I like this one because it's got the good reach on it. Speed seems to be decent. I also like the war machete. It's really fast, and that is a bit like the pike too, because you can actually throw it. So since you can throw both of them, if you're looking to keep a little bit of distance, then the pike is definitely the way to go. At least it seems that way to me anyway. And if you want just pure power, it's the hammer. Forget it again.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Alright, so last time we upgraded it, lost and found. I don't really care too much right now about the memorial, or definitely not the shrine. I don't remember what the trapper snare is. So I'm not worried about that either. So it would either be... I would go right now for the forge, but we're not getting a lot of money as it is. So perhaps this.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
I mean, what better time to stay drunk than during a calamity? Unless you get drunk and just fall off the bastion. Okay, what we got? Okay, we got falling malt. Reduced damage from falling, plus 200% damage by falling on foes. Very dry with flavors of pepper and gravel. Yum. First crafted by mountaineers claiming to help them keep a sure foot. What does gravel taste like? Can't say I've ever tasted gravel. I've tasted dirt. I mean, I think every kid, when they're, you know, just gets curious and eats dirt. Black rye plus 2 black. Ooh, that'd be nice. Has the fullness and texture of hearty stew, said to improve short-term memory. Life wine. Survive an attack that would have brought creamy, nutty flavors said to bring about courage and confidence. Favorite drink of slingers and other risk-taking sorts. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm gonna replace that one. Definitely that one. I mean, we are using this one that gives us plus 2 health tonic, so might as well have the plus 2 black tonic as well.
Now, whale ale ain't made from real whale, but it'll make you strong like one.
Plus, it will allow us to summon more squirts. There's my damn barrel. Alright guys, let's see. My time is 10 after 11 p.m. So let's take this moment to take a break. The usual, get a bite to eat, a little something to drink. Yeah, take care of yourself. And we will be right back. And we are back.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
It is at Point Lemaine. Somewhere inside the city's largest outpost in the wild unknown.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Well, at least we're getting these names right on the first try on a bunch of them, so. Camp Dauncey. The secretive brushers explore the finer points of polearm combat in this training arena.
Over there is Camp Dauncey, where
Ah.
the brushers steel themselves for secret missions.
Okay, well, let's go try that one.
To prepare for the wilds, Caelandia's brushers practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike.
It's like the only name that I keep catching myself on is the Caelandia, because I keep wanting to say Caelandia. But as we know now, it's Caelandia. That's the good thing about games like this. They actually have a spoken dialogue. You actually learn how to pronounce all that. Because for me anyway, if I don't hear it, a lot of times I'm just trying to say it the way that it's spelled, you know. And a lot of times it's just not right. Okay. Yeah.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Dauncey. They said they made you weak.
I was going to try and roll, but apparently you can't do that either. Man.
Sometimes the course was brutal.
I only used the reach on that thing, but it quite worked out.
The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike.
Two more remaining. Let's get the layout of 1, 2, 3. Okay, here then. 4. Okay.
once you started the course, they made you finish.
Well, I legitimately thought that was a path on that one.
Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment.
Third prize, that doesn't surprise me. Let's see. 312, 90 seconds. We'll try it again, though.
The Brushers were Caelandia's field agents, and their training was harsh.
Start. Going.
You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
I think it's better when you get stuff upgraded, though. I mean, the throwing is pretty powerful. So third place, though, it was an upgrade material, so.
You can see why the Brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
Meryl?
Know how Caelandia became the richest city in the world?
Nope.
2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Hey. Hey, carbine.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
Slow though.
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
least when you do this, like with that bird, it does follow it though. So if it's here and flies over that way.
Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
I was thinking, hey, is it coming to me? I was like, no, it's not.
The grand rail's all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Luckhead settled in like they own the place.
All I was trying to do is get the health. No.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that.
Let's see. Oh, this guy. As for rolling in this game, it's just a force of habit, but you can always roll off the edge. Still roll anyway. It's like that one game we played, what was it? Let's see, Death's Door, where you played like the little crow. Always just like rolling with it. It's the best way to travel.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Calamity War.
A high-powered ranged weapon, high damage output but heavy recoil, variable accuracy. The standard issue bolt action rifle, a Saldonian armed forces, also known as the weapon that conquered the continent. Do we want to keep? We'll go back to the Breaker's Bow. We'll go back to the bow until we get the rifle upgraded.
It was right here that Zolf's Ur forefathers decided to mix it up.
Oh.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
Yeah, okay.
Not much wiggle room up there near
That's
the
right.
rail.
That's right. One second, guys. Take a quick breather for a minute. All right then. Phew. Excuse me.
The rail must have shook the Ur to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central.
Well, for you.
Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath?
Oh.
While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
So we have 2 of those.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. Should have seen him tiptoe around those swamp weeds in his way. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. "This is for you," says the man. Then wham.
All right then.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia.
See a letter addressed to Zia. It appears to be written by Zolf. We must have found another Ur survivor and delivered a message. Maybe Zulf taught Zia enough of their native language to be able to read this.
Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
You gotta take it all.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Well, let's see. Ask about the note left by the Ur messenger at Point Lemaine. It's meant for Zia. Isn't this Zulf's handwriting?
Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
Check the lost and found. There we go. Breaching bullet. A special bullet that lodges inside the target and explodes shortly thereafter. Some frown on this device, but no one denies its effectiveness. See, asked Zia about her ceramic stockpot. What did you do for food back when you were living on Prosper Bluff?
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Asked Zia about the note. Can you read this? It's addressed to you.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the Calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Oh, his manners ain't so bad. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Let's go. Let's do the forge.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Okay, still got certain weapons, certain weapons, certain weapon. Ooh. Gets expensive too. Okay, let's see what we got here. First one, +4 ammo capacity or bullet scatter eliminated. Oh wait, that was the dueling pistols. What about this one? Bullets cause knockback. Okay. +30% speed while aiming.
That's the way to make every shot count.
Okay, the second will either be 35% damage or 50% aiming speed.
The shards are getting harder to find.
Here's this. The Sildonian Army elite visit this place for training and competition.
That's Trigger Hill, where the Army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land.
Go for Cauldron. Here it simmers in this unstable area. Once pierced to the heart of the world.
No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Go visit this one.
Caelandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles.
Destroy targets quickly.
Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Caelandian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the triggers spiced things up a bit. The kid ain't bad, but the triggers were better.
Oh. Okay, 43 seconds. For first, we need 35. Well, I think it's, let's see. Well, I mean, something that aims faster. And plus the faster walk speed while you're aiming, especially for the turrets over here. I think that would do it.
His ears must be ringing after all that shooting.
Yeah, go look at that though.
A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same.
Nice. You see, we can always use the pipe here if we want to get some quick money. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think, yeah, oh, yeah. We had some of these. This one. So as for the Breaker's Bow, we defeated 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot. Got 500 for that.
The Breakers. Ain't no one could outrun them. Or their arrows.
So we've already done this one, which was just completing the vigil. What am I talking about? Construct a memorial to Sardonia. Vigil completed. That one was the, well, what was that one? I think that was the, we had to like 70 damage in one hit. Let's see. So you got to earn first prize in 7 of the proving grounds. Hey, I mean, we're missing one memento. And if we find that one, that'll get us 1,500. Okay, this is for the repeater. Defeat a hardy foe with the last bolt of a clip. Sounds kind of hard though. I don't like this one because you have to defeat a foe by counter-blocking its melee attack while at less than 20% health. This one you gotta gain the required number of secret skill techniques. We have 11 of 20. Raise the required number of land pieces through travel and exploration. Still a bit away from that though. We have 8,389. Need 13,000. So Machete. Quickly strike foes 15 times in a row without missing. A musket. Beat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot. So you would have to go to a place that has like a lot of enemies in just one certain area. Kind of gather them all together and, well, and you gotta do it in one shot. Let's see, defeat the required number of different species of beast. I just need one more of that. That'll give us 1,000. Defeat a foe with a single power shot from extreme range. Reach 500. I don't know what their idea of extreme range is, though.
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Kind of reminds me of the pipe.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
think this is going to be like the pipe then, isn't it?
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once.
Yep, it's like the pipe. Get him, Squirt, get him!
Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Calamity. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
Stupid birds.
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Whoa, Jesus. Turd. Ah.
The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
These birds. Birds!
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Dead birds, bad!
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Always with the birds.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
That city on a hill.
Go there.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Okay, so I think she got the journal.
Someday your bird is gonna fly. Don't build that wall until it's done.
fight ourselves. Oh, jeez.
So big that won't let build it strong, 'cause
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the Calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
See, that's what it was when we first used the pipe here. You went to like that little, the numerous battles, but as you defeated each wave, you were told more of a story. With the pipe, it was a story about the kid here. And with that one, just now the stock pot, that was about her. See ya.
He ain't big on small talk. We ain't much for pleasantries.
And it is a good way to get some quick cash as well. As you saw, there's a few waves of enemies, so so we upgraded that. It gives us more speed while we're aiming, so we can dodge more things. The second one here, we can either get 35% damage or 50% aiming speed. You know, it's those two dotted lines coming together. That's your aim. So we can either speed that up by 50% or do 35% more damage. I want to because the carbine, it seems like it already does a decent amount of damage to begin with, right? But it is slow to aim. I think that one.
Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape.
Okay, this next one, we can either get 10% critical hit chance or 35% faster reload. I mean, like I said, I mean, you're not stuck with these choices you make. 'Cause you can always go back and change them. Like, you know, like if we want knockback, see, that's it. Doesn't cost you anything. You just change it.
It's no longer a weapon. It's a precision instrument.
Because you know, you got some games where, you know, if you want to change your choice, you have to pay out the butt for it. Try this one again.
If you want to master the art of the firearm, then the place to go is Trigger Hill.
And he broke his note. It's definitely faster.
Sometimes he had to shoot from the hip. They had to keep moving to avoid getting burned. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Oh, nice. So yeah, the faster little bit faster reload and the faster aim definitely helped. What did we just get though? So that's a big difference.
The Ceylandian army would have recruited him in a flash.
Let's check out that ability you just got though. Trigger Blitz. A fast, decisive shot aimed at the target's vitals. Yarn's triggers use this skill in desperate times to decide battles in their favor. I don't know. It's just when I saw where it says aim the target's vitals, first thing that went to my head was like the um, uh, what was it, like Fallout, the yeah, it's just the first thing that went to my head, Fallout and the Pit Boy. Or you can choose where you want to aim your shots at. Whenever I was getting stuck with the crappy hit percentage though. Well, we are going to call it there for the night, guys. Made some really good progress. And right when you think the game's over, nope. So we'll pick up here tomorrow night. Oh, wait. That. Defeat a foe with a single power shot from extreme range.
The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
Nice. It got us
I've
500.
asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Now we will pick up here tomorrow night. Same spotter, close to it. Like I said, it uses auto save, so sometimes that can be a little bit hit or miss. Alright guys, well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So until tomorrow night, I hope you have a good rest of your night or day, depending on where you're at. So until then, take it easy.